see, I'm just getting some stuff situated. That's supposed to be above, that's supposed to be up, that needs to be shown, that can be turned off for now. Brought over to there. Hey guys, so I tried to do a 5-minute wait. Sorry for the whole me doing some background stuff and trying to get my stuff situated. I have the chat open so I can see you guys chatting. If there's anyone watching, let me just pull over the live stream health so I can see what the health is. Okay, and analytics. Okay. See, that's good so far. Back over to OBS. Well, I can see how the stream is doing with the dropped frames. So really all I need is the chat. Okay, so what has been going on? Because, oh, what? The last episode was December. Then January happened. What happened in January? I honestly just didn't live stream. That's what happened. Then there was this last week of February. I've been working on other projects. I am still a college student, so college homework is always fun. So that's been what's going on. Been working on getting some other stuff situated. And you can't see what I'm doing because I still have the start card. Whoops. You can see that I'm rusty. You suck. A lot. Thank you for avoiding my fight. Get my glasses, so... There we go. At least we took that damage down by a bit. Thank you, my rabbit friend. Just constantly spams the, sprite at times. Let's go with Deer Knight for now. I don't really... I do care about that Death Shield, but there's not much I can do about it. I still brought it down a bit. It's going to be that poison that does a lot more damage. Empower would be good, actually. Would have loved to have that shield, though. Then the Empower, that would have been the play. Sacrifice doesn't really help me here. I need a power pip. It's the equivalent of 3 ghouls. Just I don't get the health. That hurts. That really hurts. Okay, so next turn I should get a death power pip. At which, Lord of Night would probably be my best go because it's my highest, one of my higher damaging spells. Lord of Night. Be nice if it didn't eat the power pip first. Deathblade. The next attack's going to really hurt and hit hard. I know that for a fact. If it was something higher than that. Literally, that spell gets nullified. The other issue I have is this is a life wizard wearing death gear. Okay, I still need to get a... I need to get a power pip chance up, apparently. Something happened with my stats. Hey, a spell that I should have feared a few, worlds ago. It's usually the 4 and 5 pip spells that are going to be the ones that I'm terrified of. Thank you. Death Trap. Hopefully I can get another Death Power Pip. Of course. Nope, just a regular pip, so we could do Dead Zone, which will take my pip, and nullify the minus 25 by proxy. There we go. Now we got 2 of them. So, Kia, which will give me another blade. Yeah. Thank you for the balance blade. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a, yes, something I should have feared a while ago. Maybe Mushu. Maybe Marleybone, most definitely Mushu. Let's just go with Lord of Night again. Back to full health.
You have fought bravely. You are the one we feared would come. The one we need to set things right.
I'm sorry, you feared that I would come to set things right. How does that make sense? If someone could explain how that makes sense.
What madness is this? Who would need the power of a student? That is crazy. Perhaps the Titan army has tampered with the crystal. Do not worry this time about the Titan army's tampering, young wizard. We are fortunate in that the next crystal has remained safely in storage.
Okay.
Go find the Crystal of Honor where it's stored. Place it on the 3rd pedestal and begin your 3rd lesson.
Isn't there a teleporter to the crystal storage? Yeah, like I thought.
You retrieve the Crystal of Honor.
Use crystal pedestal that I'm nearby. Okay. Valoric. He's already spawned, but I have to use this.
I am Valeric Brightsword. I defeated the Council Wizard Kildare. He had been corrupted by the Alderet Crystal. That crystal contained the Usurper's soul. Prove to me that you are above the influence of liars and leaders. Defeat me in fair battle to pass this lesson.
Fair battle, you say? I hate to break it to you, but this will be anything but fair. Considering Life Leech. Of course, he's actually someone that I'm terrified of. Death School can be very problematic. Not Death School, Storm School. Of course, they have a low hit rate. They still fall into the category of terrifying when I'm getting hit. $600 health is still 600, well, not 600, but still a good amount of damage regardless. Death to life doesn't really apply here. Let's get the death zone. Tower Shield is most definitely going to be helpful, considering the next spell should probably be Stormzilla or Kraken. I don't want to cast Faint right now, but that's one of the only things I can do. I can do Empower, which, again, I don't want to lose this Tower Shield, but I am. For the pips. Which means I'm going to be taking Stormzilla, Kraken, or Storm Shark. Not as terrifying. Well, it's still going to be quite terrifying. That was an elephant of an attack. Thank you, my rabbit friend. Now I'll do a feint, which again, he might just straight attack me again, which bites me. But with the damage, the heal over time, yeah, he's going to attack, probably put a trap. Okay, that was an attack. At this point, I say we do Lord of Night again. Or not. Ship of Fools. We'll still do a good amount of damage. Any damage is good damage at this point. Plus 100% damage. Plus my stats bonuses. Almost 1200 again. Not quite that wonderful death by Kraken. We don't need that. We could go with another Ship of Fools, but it'll be reduced damage. Again, right now, I just need to output damage. I also gotta make my outfit look more uniform. Yeah, not as much as I was expecting. This one's going to hurt. Okay, we could do Feint again. So that's 95 plus my gear. Which I think my gear's like 50. Don't need another one of those. Don't need the healing current. Don't need the reshuffle in my hand right now. That's going to do nothing on turn 1. It'll do damage next turn, though. Hey, it's going to eat that shield, which is fine. We could put Curse down. That would actually be a good card name, I guess. Purge and Curse. For, like, a spell element, I guess. We could do another Death Blade, so that's 1.3 times damage. And we'll do the healing. As I hate damage over times. 29 attempts. What? What? I'm curious now. Oh, I should enter the lottery with that number.
You show admirable promise as a student. One of our students warned us about the Elder Crystal, but we did not listen. Sadly, we learned nothing from that mistake.
Yeah, I'm going to guess he's trying to farm for a pet.
Valeric Brightsword thought his mistake was that he should have listened to a student. But how would a student know anything of use?
I mean, teachers need to learn from their students as well.
I've never seen the souls within the crystal say such things, but I know the crystal of defense is untouched, since I have kept it. Only the most elite students have ever seen it. Place it on the 4th pedestal and pass the test. I'm placing my trust in you.
Yeah, and you think Runic isn't going to say, maybe we should have listened to the students?
I am Rorik Flamesoul. I defeated Challenger Lion in an open duel in front of the Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King.
Okay.
I was the only wizard ever to defeat a warrior in straight combat. Pass my test, and you can defend yourself against anyone.
Again, your prior associate found out very fast what it means by Death Wizard. Okay, Kia, then Spirit Blade, then Death. Okay, that's sort of the play. He's going to heavily shield, I believe. Then we can do Spirit Blade. Okay, Ice Trap makes sense. Well, Ice Blade makes sense, not Ice Trap. Elemental Trap. Frothzilla. Ouch. Faint to Lord of Night. Death Blade. He is going to blade himself. And next turn he's going to attack again. So I need to withstand this hit. I might. I will not. I thought I would. I was nowhere near. Okay. Now, death is fine, again, because it's like we didn't really die. But that sort of gives me a hint. Level 30, level 45, and level 25. Level 40. What's my character level again? Level 40. I have 7 training points. Okay. My best bet is probably to go hit up the bazaar for a minute. See if we can find something better than my helmet. If we can find something better than my helmet, then we'll grab it. I also need to grab some potions while I'm here. I think that was the actual first time I actually died. Let me just switch realms. There we go. Fill all. Okay, that's at least affordable. Do. Oh yeah, Majad. I forgot about Majad. I have tokens. So I could potentially get something from here again as well. I've completely forgot about that. Jester Ring, Storm, okay, Gardening. Moonblade, okay, Balance School only, Shadow Banner, and more housing. Storm. Balance. Hey, I'm getting good stuff for a different class. Springboard. Ah, skateboard. Let's grab the event spellment. Just because that's always helpful. That any and all, those were in the rules, any and all potential upgrades are valid. I need to buy some equipment. Cap of Tribulations. 8, 9. 10 defense. 8. Nope, the hat's still my best. Vestment of the Loss. Everlasting is the best. And my Goth Fairy Key shoes are currently the best. Oh no, there we go. 5, 4, 8. 5, 8. Again. No. Okay. My wand is going to stay the same. Mortal, that loses me health. That gains me health at the cost of mana. But not by much. Talisman of the Tower, I already have. Signet of Fatality is better. And I already have the rune words. Okay. So in that case, let me just sell off what can be sold, which is nothing. Nothing can sell you. Alluring robes, no auction. Okay. Final curtain. That might be the next one I put on if I can't defeat the boss. 80. I don't get health from my current boots. That's probably partially why I'm not doing as great. Sandals of the Prophet. Great Saga. Slippers of the Glacier. Classic Jester's Dirk. Again, that's going to would be more useful for a balanced wizard, especially with Blade and Trap Dilution. And then the cool fairy, Moon Trap, Sun Trap, okay. Whoops. Band of Forethought can be sold. Onyx of Finality. That is going to be a keep. Okay, so ended up not really buying anything, which, again, isn't great. And we got our health back. That's not a problem. Is there anything else then? Spell deck-wise, I don't need my Storm Prisms. Doom and Gloom isn't going to help. Maybe add one more Kia and, there are any, treasure cards that I could pull into this that might help? I don't like the idea of using treasure cards as much. Namely because I shouldn't need to use treasure cards. There we go. Go to the Crucible. Again, I know it's a resource I should be using. It's just one of the ones that I don't like to use. But then again, I also have like a metric crap ton of treasure cards probably in storage. Curse to Faint to Death Bubble is a good combo right off the bat. Faint, and then Death Bubble. Not as damaging, thank God. %100 extra damage. Dead Zone. Death Trap. But yeah, that was the actual first death of the series. Huh. I'm surprised by that. 1 second. One second. Let me save that. Where's this guy? No, they're not supposed to be the same one. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. They're the exact same. Yes. Okay. I have a death trap, spirit trap, add text counter. And I'll just keep the counter right up there. Whoops, main live. There we go. I mean, we're getting all the bonuses I needed last fight. And I just renamed the stream. The fact that it is the first death of the stream of this series. I am surprised by that. I thought I would be able to get through to Malastare without dying once. Okay, so gold medal has been removed. Hi, from this world, I'll say that much. We'll do another death trap. Let me just go back to the counter. I'll be actually switching its location. And so gold 0 death. Silver 5 death. And bronze 10 death. And I'll just put that right by the right over here actually. So since we did die once, we're now in the silver territory for Dragonspyre. I like the idea of doing that because so in all honesty, that means Wizard City to Mushu I died in gold. Oh, I didn't die. I completed the world in gold, so I'll go with 3 points per, so that's currently a rating of 12 out of 15. Now, part of it is luck. I'll give it that. Out of current points would be 12 because I've completed all the other worlds out of 15. There we go. Let's get Spirit Blades and then we'll get some other stuff. Sorry that I'm also typing and yeah, the white on white really doesn't work. I understand that, but I don't have another place I could put this right now. Again, I could put it down here. I gotta figure a better way to display that. So, let's go with Faint. You put a stupid prism. How's this one? That's the wrong one. I don't remember how I set up certain things, but yeah, that white really does not work, and I'm looking at the OBS side. So no chats yet. Okay. Honestly, the only way I'd be able to keep that visible is if I added a if I added a black box up there or something. Okay, that's too small. But probably is going to be a lot easier to deal with. Lord of Night again. Okay, that is a lot simpler. I'll give it that. Not that big. Okay, try dropping it down to there. Okay.
Our duel proves you've learned much in your time here. My fellow wizards learned only to fear threats to their power, and so they doomed Dragonspyre.
Thank you. Now to go talk to Zeta and get her to say, oh no, I was wrong. I'm in the wrong for what I learned.
You have fought well. Clearly, the spirits of our heroes wish to teach you something I have never learned.
Okay.
I don't know what the spirits want to say to you, but I have come to the realization that I shouldn't underestimate you just because you're a student.
Can you say that with any more sounding self-defeated?
Let me help you complete the final lesson. I saw the raids destroy the last knowledge crystal, but you will need an empty knowledge crystal from the vault in the Grand Chasm. The vault clerk will help you find one. Return to me when you have it.
Yeah. The Grand Chasm, I'm trying to remember which way that was. But we do have to head back to the Necropolis, I believe. Yeah, we have to. Okay, I still want to tweak that. That doesn't look right for, you know, a death counter. Okay. I can't really go with a red because it would blend in with the world too much. Same with an orange. If I go orange, it will blend in. If I just go with a black, it just doesn't work as it's not as readable. I mean, that works. And what I could do actually is do that. Shrink the size of it down and keep it up here. How does that look actually on the stream side? Doesn't look bad. It's readable. It works. It's not too in the way. I will probably delete this one, though. That way it's a lot more cleaner, and the only words we have on screen are that of the counter and the point system. The Plaza of Conquest. I'm trying to remember where the Grand Chasm was. Go to the Basilica. Map. Zoom out. The Crucible. The Drake Hatchery. The Grand Chasm is in the first ring. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of backtracking here and there at times. Free reagent. Quest. Do I even have my Dragonspyre? Yes, I do. The Rings of Apotheosis. Grand Chasm is over here. Okay. Avoid all that, and I should find that teleporter stone. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to pull up my chat.
Ah, young wizard. According to my records, such as they are, you can find one in vaults here. Take this key and be careful. I don't know what is down there these days.
Gee, thanks. Hopefully nothing, because these are sealed vaults. In theory, it should be nothing. And of course, it's the third one. Kyanite and gallium. Okay. I have a feeling there's kyanite channelers in here. I have a good feeling it's either going to be gallium or kyanite. Nope, Clockworks. Well, Clockworks are pretty easy to handle on my own, so it's not a big problem. Especially with 2 Deer Knights. Tempest, that actually can hurt if they had more pips. There we go, and then we do the blade, and then we go with Deer Knight, I believe. Should be a good go-ahead. Hopefully this isn't a pseudo-dungeon where I have like 500 Clockworks to go through. That would really suck. That killed them. Quite literally. That killed them. There we go. Frost Giant Boots, useless. More Clockwork Defenders, hopefully the same strategy. happens again. Almost the same strategy we could get. Hey. Been a while since I've live streamed. That's probably why I'm also yawning as much. We did do a lot of boss rushing today, so there's that as well. We'll just put the Death Trap and Curse and then Deer Knight. Elf? No, Heckhound. I mean, yes, I'm planning on doing a damage over time to you as well, so I guess it's fair. Curse, and then Deer Knight. To make sure that they would still die either way. It's just making sure they die in like 2 hits. Maybe 1, if they both stack. Okay, that's getting to the point of being terrifying to see. But I'm pretty sure that's equally terrifying. Not Mordred, just the fact that I had 3 death power pips and 2 regular pips. $760, like their exact HP. It was a one-shot kill. Okay, game. Hello. About to say, I'm not losing connection, am I? Okay. Not Clockworks, but still nuisances. And a slightly bit more health than the Clockworks. Of course. Spirit Blade, is anyone on? No, okay. I thought maybe Sam was on. Usually you're on when I'm streaming as well, so. That might be enough to kill the Avenger. Okay. That -5 will make it so it doesn't affect. But the damage over time is going to kill them both. And yeah, dead in 3 turns. I mean, at least we died to a boss. That I can say is I'm okay with. Dying to a boss, I'm okay with. If it was a normal enemy type, I would not be thrilled. Go to Zanetta. Yeah, at least the green is just easy enough to read.
You found the crystal we need.
Yep.
An empty knowledge crystal won't do us much good without us. One of our greatest heroes died during the Great Raid, and his name was Boris Blackrock, the Lord Obsidian. Though he fought like none other could against the Titan, he was one of... We were able to give Boris Blackrock a hero's burial in the necropolis before the war ended. And we gave him the title of Lord Obsidian. Go to the necropolis and use the empty knowledge crystal on the tomb of Lord Obsidian, where Boris Blackrock is buried. His spirit will live on within the crystal, and he will guide us.
I am fairly certain I'm going to have to talk to her again. That's why I marked my location that time. Is that a... This doesn't make sense. Feels like it should be a collectible. Grab the resource. Because you can never have enough reagents, especially when the reagents are busted in the... Oh yeah, that's the labyrinth that we're going to have to go through at some point. Obsidian's tomb. There we go. I have a feeling this is going to not be an instance. Actually, it should be an instance. Bound Spectre and a Bone Walker. So I was hopeful this was an instance, but it is not. It is a dungeon. Okay, so Spirit Blade and Death Blade, then Mordred. Honestly, Mordred is all that I need. Mordred, there we go. It's also the afternoon. It's also probably because today's been a busy day as well. Getting good at telling when my attacks are going to be able to one-shot. Gallium Shard Trooper with neon blue eyes. I'm sorry, are those supposed to be crystals or are they glasses? What are they supposed to be? At minus 25% weakness sucks. We could do Buyer Fireball to get rid of it. Minor Fireball. And won't do as much, but it'll at least do enough to the ice guy that just cast Wyvern. I'll say one thing, I have really built my character up to being... They're both dead. Yeah, they're both dead. Thanks for putting a life trap on me. You're dead. You had the 1 pixel of health, which annoys me, but... So I have to ask the very dumb question here. If I were to compare the Kyanite Lieutenant's model, that looks to be the same height as our character. Anyone else notice that? Spell that won't do damage. And another spell that really doesn't do damage. Especially when I cast that. Now, I'll give that minus 50 is not great. Well, it's going to be minus 49, actually. Thank you. Like I said, won't do damage. Kya for the blade, followed by a death blade, and then another attack. It's more of the blade that I care about, not the attack, so that's why I didn't boost it. But literally, I don't even need to. I could just pass. Now, I should add some spells that don't require death power pips, but at the same time, it's like I'm doing more than enough damage, and I'm getting them reliably since I'm soloing. Of course, this is just overkill for overkill's sake, because I just need a power pip. And a death power pip at that. Even that won't save you. Because I just won. Da, 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 da. Yeah, where'd that 25 come from again? That minus 25 go. With a plus 90. White Laffo. I forgot about my garden. I have a lot of plants that are dead. Are we not at... Okay, the Crying Spirit's going to be problematic. I did not put any Death Prisms back in my spell deck. Yikes. The Crying Spirit's going to be a problem. Yeah. Would have been nice to have as my first spell, honestly. On to the Lieutenant, get the Balance Blade. I could get another Spirit Blade. Youch. Okay, Death Blade. Could do Kia again. This time for more damage, probably killing the Lieutenant. Aye. Or we could do Ship of Fools next turn. Let me just grab something from underneath my monitor. Ship of Fools. Excuse me. Think one of the pirates just had rum. Yeah, she's dead. Now the problematic character. Deathblade, Kia, and then, need to get some spells. I need to add my Death Prism back, apparently. Don't need the Tower Shield, don't need the healing, don't need the Empowers. I have treasure cards that I could use as well. Dead Zone would help both of us. If she was casting a death spell. Then we'll do another Death Blade. Of course, it took my power pip. Be nice if there was a way you could put it in the settings that it only takes power pips last, not first. Okay, now I could get Kia. And still get a, never mind. God would have helped with that. Put a curse and then do Kia. It's, again, all reduced damages. That still should theoretically be plus 60. Plus 85. Minus 25, so back to plus 60. Minus 80, so minus 20. In theory. That still did a decent amount. Through the resistance, too. Death attack. Death trap. And we could do another Kia to end this. Have our mouse knight. Take out the Banshee. Plus 70, minus 10. Thanks for the balance blade again. Okay, this should be the last floor. I shouldn't be having to fight anything more.
A tendril of light moves within the crystal as it is imbued with the spirit of Lord Obsidian.
There we go. Talk to you again.
Incredible! Few students have ever imbued a knowledge crystal, and you did it with so little coaching.
Thank you.
Now we have our crystal of the hero. Are you ready? No student of Dragonspyre has ever undertaken this lesson. Go now and place the crystal of the hero upon the last pedestal.
I am Boris Blackrock, the Obsidian Golem. The Council trained me to defend the wizard's knowledge from the warriors. When the wizard summoned the Titan, I alone had the knowledge to fight it. I met it in battle, and though I fought bravely and with great skill, it was not enough. When I fell, so did Dragonspyre. Defeat me, and you show yourself to be Dragonspyre's greatest hero.
Yeah, I think we're going to finish you off quite fast, actually. Even with our reduced health, I think after this fight, if we survive, if we get lucky, that's part of the problem, is relying on luck. Take out the shield. It's what the zero pip attack spells are good for. And they're also good at taking those out. Let's do the moon shield. That should nullify a good amount of his attacks. We can go with the dead zone, which will use a power pip instead. So we're already negating the weakness. This is going to hurt. Why am I getting deja vu? Oh, I'm not. Especially not. Thank you for healing me, my rabbit friend. Okay, Kia into Ship of Fools. Again, I know I don't have a lot of spell diversity, but at this point, spell diversity isn't a good thing. And it used up both my... Okay. We could get rid of maybe one. Hey, we got Deadly Minotaur instead. Deadly Minotaur will do a lot more damage, sadly. About 1,500 damage. Not liking how many pips he has. Ice attack. It's probably going to be another... Nope, it is Deja Vu. Quite literally the 2 combo. Frostzilla and then Wyvern. That was the 2-shot combo that killed me earlier. I was just able to get lucky and negate most of that. Okay, we could do Kia again with the curse. Honestly, I'm wondering what's my favorite used spell. Personally, my favorite is Ship of Fools. But I would say it has to be a toss-up between Ship of Fools and Deer Knight. In reality, is what I believe is what it comes down to. Frost Kraken. Thank you, my rabbit pet. Especially for another pixie. 2 in a row. Congrats. I'd have to look back and see what my favorite spell is, and that's going to be a lot of stuff. One shot or DOT? I'll go for the DOT. Don't want to waste that 35 on a 0-pip spell. This is going to hurt. And if it's doing about 4 points less than 300, it'll do about 16 less than 900, so nowhere near enough. The Death Oni might be able to finish off the Colossus, finishing off the stream and this fight in a bang. Now, normally, if I were to actually be doing this as a Nuzlocke, I would have to restart after that last fight. Well, last boss fight, anyway. Yeah, this is just going to be the death. But because I don't have that rule set in my rule set for this pseudo Nuzlocke. Well, that's not screwed up as all hell. Don't think I think the death only had eyes.
You have fought as none other. I salute you as the hero of Dragonspyre.
And we just got a fire serpent and a metric crap. No, that's the fire serpent. Okay, I have to look at my spell elements quickly. Because it's showing that I have a spell that I can upgrade. What spell is it talking about? Okay, it's not talking about that. It's just showing me, hey, you have more spell elements. Hey, I can already upgrade you when I get Crimson Phantom. And I'm coming close to upgrading Monster Mash already. And maybe Wraith. Okay, Zanetta. Let's turn in the quest.
Have I learned a more profound lesson than my student? But that is just what has happened. You have opened my eyes to my past mistakes and shown me the truth. You have learned and accomplished a great deal, more than I could have ever imagined, and I hereby grant you the highest It is our custom that the Dean of Admissions will present a new student with an Academy Portal Stone. Go see if you can find such a stone within
Boris
the Dean's
Blackstone
power.
statue. So, for that, in the Crucible, I gotta remember where Crucible is. The Necropolis. I believe with the Crucible, I think the Crucible, right? Yeah, the Crucible, yeah, it's not the Drake Hatchery. No, I need the Drake Hatchery. It's not the, Labyrinth. I think the Labyrinth is next, however, after we talk to... Wait, what? Oh, I was already in the Crucible. Who am I talking to? Person not near a portal, teleporter, of course. There we go. Somewhat staying safe. Keyword, somewhat. Wormscale, who are you?
You there. Have you seen any of my students? I'm so worried about them. After the great raid by the Titan army, they have apparently gotten lost.
You are aware that everyone is dead, right?
I always told them to use their lamps to guide them home. Could you see if you can find my lost mana sparks to relight the lamps with? I think the barbarians nearby took them.
Again, I'm pretty sure they've all moved on to the afterlife if you haven't. Again, when it comes to side quests, I don't mind doing them. I'll do them at a later date, basically, as in, there's where she is. Okay, she's not in here. Oh, she's in the all the way around. Yep. She was by the teleporter, not the, Okay, that was me being idiotic. Please, just be talk to this person. Please just be talk to this person. Yes!
Yes, yes. What is it?
I need a portal stone to the academy.
Oh, of course. You must be looking for the Dean. You won't find him here, though.
Is it because he's dead?
I'm the Dean's assistant, and I am embarrassed to admit that I have no idea where he's gone.
Great.
Come to think of it, he's been gone for quite some time. Maybe the librarian knows where he is.
Of course. Okay. I already have this area marked, so I'll go talk to these people because it's just a talk quest, and then I'll end the stream. If I could get into the Dragonspyre Academy, then that's where I want to actually end the stream, is the Dragonspyre Academy. Because then I'm 2/3 of the way done with Dragonspyre.
You're actually looking for the Dean of Admissions? Oh dear. It seems that no one has told you this sad news.
Oh joy. He's dead.
Getting to see the Dean of Admissions is next to impossible, I'm afraid. You see, he was directly involved with summoning the dragon titan that destroyed Dragonspyre.
Ah!
After he had the professors kidnapped and began the summoning ritual, we stopped him and placed him in the labyrinth.
Okay.
That was before the attack began. Now, there's not much more harm he can do, so you're free to go see him in the labyrinth if you like.
Great.
I was responsible for keeping the labyrinth key, so here you go.
Thank you.
Milos hands you the
Good luck getting that portal stone.
Thank you. And now, a while ago, before the Spellment system, the Lore Master here.
A wizard from Ravenwood. I never thought to see one brave. I am the lore master, and I have collected powerful spells. If you think you can best me, enter my chamber. Perhaps you'll be lucky enough to learn one of my spells.
I.e., she drops spell elements. But yeah, I was hoping that the I couldn't remember if the labyrinth was optional or not. Of course, it isn't. Go to the Basilica. And then head to the entrance of the labyrinth. So, we're going to end the stream here. Thank